Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Catherine, and it has been a hot minute since the last time I posted a video here on YouTube, and I'm back today with a fresh start. Since my last video, I've gained about 10 pounds back, and I know what caused me to gain the weight. It's because I have not been consistent with tracking my calories and staying within a calorie deficit, or getting in my daily steps. You know, I would have days where I wouldn't even get in 3,000 steps. And I would go weeks without tracking my calories. You know, I would plan out everything I'm gonna eat during the day, but by the time I got home from work, I would binge. And I wouldn't care about what I was eating or the calories. And I kept on repeating that cycle day after day. I eventually got to a point where I had to tell myself just to stop. Stop worrying about hitting your daily step goal. Stop stressing over staying within a weekly calorie deficit. I just needed to take a couple steps back because I just wasn't ready to restart my weight loss journey. Well, it's been about 3 months since my last video, and I finally feel I'm ready for a refresh to my weight loss journey. When I weighed in on July 5th, I had a gain of 4.7 pounds from the previous week. Now, I'm sure most people who see a huge gain on the scale, that would be their breaking point to get back on track again. But that wasn't the case for me. When I weighed in just 1 week later on July 12th, I was ready to see another gain on the scale. I was expecting to see a gain on the scale. But no, I lost that week. I lost 1.7 pounds. I took that as a sign that it was time for me to get back on track again. I needed to start taking things slowly with baby steps. So instead of focusing on staying within a weekly calorie deficit, I needed to focus on just getting into the habit of tracking my calories and being consistent with that. So this last week, my goal was to track my calories every day. It did not matter how much I ate this past week. And yes, I did have some pretty high calorie days. But like I said, everything had to be measured out and tracked. Last night, I added up all my calories for this past week, just so I can get a daily average of my calories that I ate. And my daily average was 2,194 calories a day. So my goals for this next week is to have a daily calorie average of 2,000 calories per day. And I also need to refresh with getting in my daily steps. I'm starting off today with 3,500 steps, and my goal for this next week is to improve my step count every day. And my final goal for this week is to upload a video next week and share with all of you how I did for the week with my goals and, of course, my weekly weigh-in. Now, speaking of my weekly weigh-in, let's end this week's video with my weigh-in. When I stepped on the scale this morning, I was shocked when I saw the number on the scale. I actually had to weigh in 3 more times before I just said to myself, okay, you lost weight, accept it. So, why was I shocked? I lost 4.7 pounds from last week. And 2 weeks ago, I had gained 4.7 pounds in 1 week. Since restarting my weight loss journey on July 5th, I have now lost 6.4 pounds. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and press the subscribe button. And I will see you again in my next video. Bye.